For centuries, champagne has been synonymous with celebrations, special occasions, and glamour. But did you know that not every wine that sparkles can be called champagne? That's because champagne is not only a bubbly wine, it's also a region of France like no other.
We were talking about the importance of the terroir, and I think it is this which makes the Champagne unique. We are located in a place where we have a combination of soil and climate which make us unique.
In Champagne, it's all about the chalky soil. And because this unique terroir cannot be duplicated anywhere else in the world, only the wines produced here can bear the Champagne name. The region is proud of its centuries-old traditions and winemaking experience. In Champagne, even the most experienced cellar masters must follow the strict regulations of the appellation. For example, only 3 grapes are allowed in the production of Champagne: Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier.
Okay, so now we begin to cut the grapes.
During the harvest, the best grapes are picked by hand and carefully transported to the press houses. After pressing the grapes, the juice is stored in stainless steel vats or oak barrels, where yeast is added and the first fermentation occurs, yielding a still wine. The cellar master then blends this still wine with various other base wines to produce a cuvée, which defines the style of the house.
The role of a cellar master in a champagne house is really to make sure that the style and the quality is there. So he needs to maintain the consistency and the style of the house. So he has the power to decide about how long the wines will age, if there's going to be a vintage or not, which ones are going to be blended together. So it's quite a responsibility.
Once the blend is complete, the wine is bottled and stored in cool, dark cellars. It's inside the bottle that a second fermentation takes place, giving birth to the tiny bubbles characteristic of champagne. Champagne is much more than the quintessential drink of celebrations. Americans are increasingly discovering that it is a versatile wine that can be served with a wide variety of dishes. Champagne shipments to the U.S. have soared in the last decade. The latest trend? Rosé champagne.
We are selling more rosé to the US than white non-vintage champagne, which is really incredible. This is the only country in the world where we have that situation. I think rosé is successful because younger consumers can relate to it easily.
Available in a wide spectrum of hues and exceptional flavors, rosé is the perfect companion to anything pink, from salmon, ham, and turkey to strawberry tarts. When serving champagne, try to avoid the loud pop sound incorrectly associated with the proper way of opening a bottle. To do so, grasp the cork in one hand and turn the bottle, not the cork, holding it at the bottom. As you apply pressure to the cork, it will ease off slowly. The best glass from which to sip champagne is tulip-shaped. It allows the bubbles to fully express themselves and release the aromas. Champagne is more sensitive to temperature and light than most other wines, so it should be stored in a cool, dark room. Under those conditions, it's sure to last a long time. But how long can you last before opening it? There's a reason to drink champagne almost every day.
Champagne is about connecting. It tends to make people better in a way, Better in sense, more open, more of themselves.
Champagne is the wine to celebrate every little or great moments of anyone's life. And when you have, for instance, to celebrate the success for an examination, when you have to celebrate the purchase of a new car or a new house, when you just feel good.
So when it comes to champagne, make sure it's the real thing. And don't wait for a special occasion, create one.